Yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. What are we going to do today, guys? You know, it's in the title. We're going to build the earth. Because that's all we do. That's literally all we do on this channel. We just build the earth. Should rename my channel to Build the Earth. But it's already been taken. So I'm just going to have to stick with Humor Dash. Today, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna work more on building the rest of this parking lot and get this all squared away, textured and everything. And once we're done with this area build, there's like a surf shop right here. There's like a couple houses right here. And there's like some gravel road that goes around this area. We're just gonna decorate this entire area and get it to, you know, we're just gonna build from this area outward. I feel like this is the heart of Road Anthony. It's the place you see the most of. It's pretty when it's built. So hopefully we'll just get this area squared away, and then we'll work on other spots and more terraforming. I just want to work on getting a building done, so not every thumbnail that I work on is just this. So I'm gonna start a podcast, and we'll just get right into it.
Much fucking money.
Yeah, it was insane.
Jesus Christ.
But just like watching pro games about teams I didn't know, and then having that element of like the element of gambling, even if it is like $100 or something, having that element just makes it doesn't matter that I don't know who these teams are. I'm so invested and excited for this one team, and it just makes it really fun and cool to watch.
Yeah. Well, you're literally invested.
Yeah.
You put up the money.
That's true.
So that's fucking that would get my heart beating.
That's
And
it.
Counter-Strike is cool because Counter-Strike esports are like so basic and so clear.
It's very like observer friendly.
Yeah,
anyone
it's
can watch it and
super
understand what's
friendly.
going on.
Follow for follow.
So like, you know,
Sure,
everyone
why not?
knows like these pros are on crazy high levels, like really good at the game, but I still understand every single move they're making, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I'll follow you
That's
real
cool.
quick.
Yeah, I used to do that in university.
I don't mind.
But obviously not with the same amount. So just like.
Oh yeah,
get
it was
whatever I
it was
could, any
dumb.
skins I had.
Bro, I remember when a high tier
it
bet for
was
me
dumb,
was
but-
like $20. That was like a big bet
Yeah,
for me
but
back in the day.
That's what I'm talking about back in university. But I would just bet just because I liked the game, but I liked the game more when I had something.
Exactly.
At stake.
Exactly.
Then you bring
That's
back Lounge.
how a lot of
bring back CSGO
sport-
Lounge. That was the best shit ever for Pro CS. Watching the matches and betting
Yeah,
on them.
wasn't though, because it kind of fucked with the scene a little bit early on. Like,
Yeah.
iBuy Power probably wouldn't have gone through that controversy if it wasn't for like, well, it was just a peculiar
Hold on a
position I think,
second,
to put young
a second.
esports pros in, because one day they're just kind of like really good at CS and this is their thing, and next thing, all this money's at stake because of gambling. And like, of course, you're like, maybe some of these pros like 17, like really young kids. You know, you find out, oh, if I just throw this game, then I'll make $20,000. You know, like it happens, bro. It gets into the mind of the players, and not that, you know, anyone who threw or did any.
There you go, I followed you.
Back in the days, you know, exempt from. Well, later, Mason. Exempt
shit.
from. Mason just disconnected.
Done. I've done it. I've literally done it.
I don't know what happened.
It's all good.
What was
You were
I
talking
saying?
about
Not
like
only are
the throwing for skins and like the young kids and shit.
yeah. I mean, I guess it's just. My point is, I guess you can see how it would.
Oh
affect
Yeah,
yeah, there's
totally.
definitely
See how
negatives.
that
Like I
temptation
remember
would be
there was
there.
issues with like DDoSing matches and shit. Like people would bet on a certain team and on the underdogs, and they'd start losing, so they just DDoS the fucking match, so it'd get canceled.
Wow.
Interesting.
Fucking
That-
hell. Yeah, and cheating too, like hacking, like kukli.
The iBuy Power shit, like, that was huge, and now even today, that the iBuy Power stickers are so desirable. Like,
Yeah, it was so expensive.
iBuy Power Sticker and iBuy Power Hollow is
Yeah.
like $15,000 US.
Oh yeah,
or
all the
something.
Katowice skins, all the old ones are
insane.
so
That's
insane now.
fucking so dumb.
Bro, I remember
So-
passing up on a Dignitas Hollow 2014. It was like $80 on OP skins. I'm like, I should really buy that, but I don't really want to right now. And now it's like fucking like $5,000 or some shit. You fucking
my
for
God.
people-
much now.
For people that have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, somebody explain like what had happened with iBuy Power and like Counter-Strike, like the entire controversy. Because I'm not even really all that aware either.
What happened was there was a team called iBuy Power, and
What's
they were
up, yo?
reversing netcode guides at the time. And
What's up,
iBuy Power
Tyler?
was,
How are
like,
you doing?
Back in the day, they were like a
How you
really
doing,
good
Tyler?
team, so they were like pretty much guaranteed to win this match.
Right.
And then the match happens. Right off the bat, you could see iBuy Power was just like playing really weird. Even like the casters picked up on it. They're like, they even like one of the famous quotes was iBuy Power is not playing like iBuy Power right now, because it was like it was
I
very
remember
odd. They
that,
weren't
'cause
even
were
being
like
subtle
so
about
clearly.
it. Yeah, they weren't even being subtle
Yeah,
about
I
it.
remember it.
It was very bad.
There was one moment right where I can't remember which player, but he was like scoped in on someone's
Oh, that
back
was Steel.
and
That was
decided
Steel,
not
yeah.
to kill him. Yeah, yeah.
He's
and
like,
it's
I wanted a
"Oh,
knife.
yeah.
But yeah, I think they eventually found out a few years. I think it was like at least a year later, because one of the players on the team's girlfriend broke up with him, and he told her about the throw. So then she was like screenshotting text messages talking about it, and like eventually leaked it and shit. And
They-
that's
Never
how they
trust
got-
a woman.
Yeah, there you
If-
go.
If I
Fuck
remember
the
correctly,
going
around,
for
just
skins
fucking
part is the
around.
biggest takeaway: is never trust a woman.
Oh, just
if I
fucking
remember
around.
correctly,
He probably threw the relationship as well, though.
I remember someone saying that like on the level that Counter Strike esports is now, iBuy Power got fucked over because
Oh,
the
yeah.
amount of money that they threw for
Oh
is
my
like
God, it was so
way
small.
less than
It
they
was
would
only
have
like a
actually
couple
made if
thousand
they just
each.
continued being pros. And
So
obviously,
dumb.
because they got caught for
Yeah.
cheating and throwing for money, then they were just banned from competitive.
Wasn't it like 5 year? 5
No, I think
year
it was a
ban?
permanent ban, and then Valve came out
Wow.
and said
They
yeah,
they,
ban.
re-
enforced
they
it.
revoked some of the bans, but not all of them. I think they revoked it on the
Yeah, I
people
remember-
that were under 18 or something.
The only person that wasn't banned was Skadoodle because he didn't receive skins for throwing.
Oh.
But
Wasn't
he
there,
would have. What
uh,
happened
he went-
was
he went on to
they
play
were
on
going to pay out
Cloud9.
skins to everyone, but then the guy that like paid them to throw the match didn't have the skins to give to Skadoodle at the time,
Oh.
so he kind of got away scot free, and the rest of the team wasn't going to like turn on him. They're like, no, let's just not have him get banned as well.
Who was the young kid in
One of the-
iBuy Power that ended up joining like Cloud9 or something?
That was Skadoodle.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's another really, really talented player called Swag at the
Yeah,
time.
he
by
was really
Flex
young.
now.
He was really young.
Really young and so talented at the game. I used to just watch his streams, just him playing like ESCA or Face It pugs. This kid just fucking goes off. And I remember on Reddit there was always a lot of talk about like how sad it was that this young professional's life was ruined, basically just from a small mistake, but not a lot of money at the beginning. Probably talked into it. I mean, who really knows what went down, right? But it's clear that it's a regrettable mistake. They got banned for a while. Like, sure, like that's fair enough. But at some point, you got to give like a person a time to grow from a mistake like that and give them another shot at the fucking game that they love and that they give everything to.
And they
right?
did.
I don't know
They
what he's
did
doing
with
now.
Swag.
I don't.
Did
They
unban
unbanned
him?
They
him.
lifted
Yeah.
that. Okay, good.
Because he was so
Fuck yeah.
young that
Fuck yeah,
it
that's good to
just
hear.
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus, it was like I
Fuck
think
yeah,
it was like
that's
one of
good
the
to
team captain's ideas or something that like first pitched it, and they were like under 18 and they were like very young at the time. So
Very impressionable, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. I guess they probably thought like, man, what's the harm? Like, it's
no
you
one's
know.
gonna know. It's not like anyone watches the damn matches, anyways, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
No one's gonna
at this point in time, like, literally anybody can become a professional CSGO player and, like, win huge tournaments as long as
I
they
know
drink
this is like
Gamersubs
the same
at
thing,
gamersubs.gg using code
but I don't
Misfits
think I
for
listened to
10%
the
off.
entire
You
episode.
too
That's it.
can become a pro player and throw your
Absolutely.
And I
games
don't know where I
for,
left
for,
off
for
because
thousands of
Spotify
dollars
is
and
basically
possibly
fucked.
ruin your career.
Pog.
Go to gamersubs.gg, code Misfits for 10% off. It's good shit.
Remember that one time we were leaving that tournament and we saw what was it? Who was that? We saw Stewie 2K.
Stewie.
Remember? Yeah. And he was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
yeah.
Mason, you got some gamer subs?" And you're like, "Yeah, homie, here I got you out." And you handed him some gamer subs.
Yeah.
He's like, "Cheers, man, you're the best."
He railed
Love
a line
gamer
of that.
subs, Yeah.
Legal
No, that's
disclaimer,
a
that didn't
lie.
happen.
That's a lie. We did see Stewie 2K.
We
though.
did see him. I think what didn't he ask
Yeah, he asked Mason
one of
for
us
like a dart. He's like, "Oh, you got a dart?"
For dot, yeah.
asked Mason for a sig.
Oh yeah, that was when we were heading out back. We were leaving the event.
Well, that was after they won,
Shit, what the fuck?
right? That was like after they won, so I can only
Yeah.
imagine the adrenaline he was fucking having. So he just wanted a cigarette.
Oh my god, those clutches on the main stage in the final must
Oh,
be so
Jesus
tense as a
Christ.
pro. In any game, you know, in any game. But I imagine there's something about like with regular sports. I feel like maybe it's even easier to get immersed in the physical game that you're playing. But with esports, you're kind of just on a computer with so many people looking at you, you know, and you're on a stage.
Yeah,
and
but
there's
the lights are
and shit.
blinding, so
Yeah.
you really can't see the
Yeah.
audience. and
They'll
dude,
say like they'll even like feel like everyone's chanting like in a clutch situation. Everyone's like, "Oh," you like you'll feel that shit in your chest. you know?
yeah.
Yeah, they
Sound.
have soundproof booths, but surely you can feel the vibrations and,
Yeah.
and everything, right?
Do
Or
they
at
have
least pick up a little
soundproof
bit.
headphones?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
I
supposed to. They'll have
assume.
like
Yeah,
little
they
like
have-
normal like just the small wired ones on underneath, and they'll have like bigger headphones like block out the noise on.
Yeah, that way you
Like
can't
big
hear the
old
other
helicopter
team doing
ones.
comms, right?
Yeah.
But in some tournaments, you can see that they definitely can hear when the crowd gets really loud, because you'll see like moments where a player's sneaking up behind someone about to knife them,
Yeah.
and then the crowd's going oh,
Yeah.
and then they'll turn around because they hear the crowd going oh. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah, I heard
oh,
like
yeah.
sometimes they'll just sit there with like the mic key open, and then that way it's like the microphone will like pick it up, and then they. Can hear it.
Oh. Wow.
Esports almost feels like a fucking thing in the past this year because you've heard so little about it with COVID
Yeah.
ruining tournaments.
I
and
think
everything,
couldn't
right?
I
even
think
do
DreamHack in New York just happened, or I Am New York, or whatever it is.
Did it?
Just
Huh.
now.
I think
No
it
shit.
just happened. I could be wrong. I could be making that up,
I,
but
d-
Well,
I definitely have not had my ear to the ground with it.
wasn't there some kind of division of like Riot Games like had to shut down an OCE, like Australia-based league? Didn't that?
I
Didn't
think
they-
I think it was just
it was-
Riot
it was like legal-
Australia or OCE.
Yeah,
pretty much.
it was
I'm not
something like
hugely
that. But
following Riot stuff, but yeah.
they completely shut down.
because of COVID.
Yeah, well,
Oh, wow.
That shit
for a lot of
sucks. You know,
things.
you imagine
Like,
shutting down during COVID.
I'm trying to remember. Whatever. But yeah, a lot.
So much
fucking-
shit
a
that I
lot
wanted
of-
to
not
do this
esports
year
journalists.
for my
a lot
20th
of-
birthday,
a lot
and I
of,
didn't get to do.
You know, the different divisions.
I wanted to
of
go to the beach
esports
for my
have
birthday. I didn't even
taken,
get to
like,
do that.
massive hits because of COVID. And I'm sure like sports in general has gone down, like NFL, like NBN, not
Yeah.
NBN.
Although I
NBN.
eventually
I'm
got
talking
to go to the
fucking
beach, but I
basketball
didn't get to
shit.
go
I don't fucking
Yeah.
watch
till later in the
basketball.
year.
I'm fucking-
NBA. Yeah, everywhere except New Zealand, where they're just fucking having rugby game after rugby game with stadiums packed full of people because they beat
Jesus.
COVID because they're a superior country.
Aren't the I swear it's either the NBA or the NFL or something. They're living in Disneyland.
What?
Huh?
Like it's like the NBA. There's a bunch of NBA teams living inside the Disneyland resort in some city.
Just
it's
living
com-
in Cinderella's castle.
It's completely closed off, and it's like an NBA only area, and it's so that they aren't exposed to COVID, but they're still able to like do the games or something.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think like the NBA's like got like COVID like really locked down. Like they don't have like any cases in like games or
They
anything.
fucking hijacked Disneyland. That's horrible.
I think Disneyland is still open, right? Like,
Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
opened up
Really?
recently.
All
Do
the
you remember?
there's no restrictions in Florida anymore. They lifted it all
Jesus.
because a lot of the states, Florida is one of the few states that doesn't have personal income tax, and a lot of their
Oh.
revenue comes from tourism. So it's in their best interest to have
Right.
everything open right now.
Dude, when they
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
down Disney World, and
Their best interest.
all those teenage white girls were posting on Instagram like, "Oh, there's no magic in the air." He's like, "Oh, no Disney World." It's like, "Oh my God, are you really this much of a fucking slave to a
Oh,
cartoon rat?"
there's
that-
plenty of magic in the air. It's,
Come on.
it's called COVID.
Toby, do the quote. Do the quote.
What?
What was that one you did in the video? You're like, my crater is it?
Oh, yeah, yikes.
Yeah.
The weird fucking Disney
Yes.
roots.
Oof.
Dude,
That's right.
Walt Disney was a fucking crazy ass person. He was trying to build a utopia before he died. That's what Epcot was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the perfectly
Epcot?
designed city.
Yeah, they had like monorails and
I
shit, and that was
didn't
back in like what, like the
Yeah.
70s or 80s or some shit. Like what the fuck?
I think it was the 60s. I think it was like
some
it was
old
like
shit like that. Yeah, it was like way ahead
it
of
was
its
like
time.
50s, 60s. They built it on his swamp.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the hell is Epcot?
Epcot. EPCOT.
But it's the one with it's got
It
like the big
stands-
white ball in the middle that looks like a
Yeah, the-
golf ball.
The
That's
giant.
Epcot.
Let me see what
I
it
don't know.
stands
Is that like
for.
a where? I've never even heard of that. I'm not American.
There's like 4 different parks. There's like what, Epcot,
Ah.
Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and one other one.
Epcot stands for the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. So Walt Disney was eating tabs of acid for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But he had the right idea. I mean, if he managed to actually like pull off Epcot and like make this new age futurism type city that
Yeah,
would be
look at
like
this shit. That looks
amazing.
so futuristic. Imagine seeing that back in like the
Yeah, I'm
70s
looking
or
at it.
some shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this was like the 1960s, an experimental concept. There was a video I watched not too long ago.
Oh,
that, like,
1982 is when it opened, apparently.
yeah,
Like the public.
like there was this video I watched a while back, but it explains like what Epcot was meant to be like in its entirety. They pulled up like plans and like maps and like systems and all these different things, and in the way that Walt was gonna put it together was like fucking pretty insane. But then he died, and then got his body frozen in liquid nitrogen, so that he could be reanimated in the
Look at
future.
that. That looks like so futuristic. Imagine seeing that shit back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it came from that like, was this being like thought of in the 70s, 80s, that sort of time? Like
This-
that was sort of a
Imagine if
period
Walt
with
Disney
very
was still alive.
grandiose,
He probably
visions.
made
Yeah,
that.
50
you
and
know, but-
60s was
yeah.
like futurism
That
was
was
like
pretty
the
cool.
big thing.
I guess because there was just such a massive technological boom.
It's a
at that
space
point.
race. It was because of rockets, because we
Space
landed on the moon.
race, Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so everyone was like, "Oh wow, we're gonna be living on the moon together in like 20 years. It's gonna be awesome." Like everyone thought that the year 2000 would have hoverboards and.
Nah,
fucking-
dude. The Soviet Union collapsed, and then America was like, fuck the moon. Well, it's just a fucking dumb rock in the sky. We already
It's
put
a
our flag
dumb
there.
rock.
Fuck it. But now
Yeah,
Elon's
like,
like,
literally
ooh, I
post
can,
nut
I can
clarity,
do
but
my
for-
futuristic city on Mars. And now everyone's like,
That's the new shiny thing.
Yeah.
Until we set foot on every planet, they're going to be desirable to us, you know. Then we set
Yeah.
foot on them.
Except
we
for
get the
Jupiter.
post-nut clarity of like, oh,
We're Saturn.
we've done that now. Yeah, well,
What if
Yeah.
what's
What
the
even
gas
happened
on
if you
Jupiter
stand-
just gets you like really, really high?
You just fucking go down to the atmosphere, take off your helmet, you
Just
fucking
hot box in Jupiter.
just get like
it's just the best drug in the world, just a good hit of Jupiter.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It's
no. Jupiter's
uncomparable.
bad. It makes you stupider.
Oh yeah, he's right. It
Jupiter.
kills your brain cells. It's actually very dangerous. Don't do Jupiter,
Uh,
kids.
Yeah.
Don't go to
Yeah.
Jupiter.
That's
go
why.
to Mars.
Let's
Just
stick
get
to
candy
Saturn.
bars.
Yeah.
What if everyone just occupied a little rock in the orbit of Saturn?
It was just sitting on a rock.
We're in Saturn's ring, just rotating around. How about that, Mace? Would you live on Saturn, one of Saturn's rocks?
It'd be pretty like cramped, wouldn't it?
That'd be like a flex.
Nah, those
bro.
rocks are plenty big. Get yourself a couple acres up there, you know. We'll get you a
Yeah,
big
have
rock.
like your own private rock.
All the poor
It's
people can have
like
the
better than
small
having a
rocks.
private
We'll get
yacht.
you a big one.
Can I grow my can I grow my own trees there and
No, you can't grow anything.
No,
It's just a rock.
Not fertile at all. It's loosely
gonna-
held
You
together.
take what you want with you, and that's all you're getting.
I'm gonna live on the underside of the rock, and then it's like I'm living under a rock.
Mm.
Mm.
the
But
most
which way is
exciting
up?
thing you'd be able
Yeah.
to do there is you wouldn't be able to do much, like play golf or some shit.
Well, I'd visit you from my rock.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can play baseball and hit a ball into orbit.
You could get 3 rocks and put a rope swing between 2 of them.
Mm.
Mm.
You can like bring someone home from like the bar. It's like, hey, you want to come back to my private rock? You know, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be impressive if everyone's got a private rock, you know?
True.
true.
Yeah,
And
you
then they're
just-
like
you
really
just-
close to each other, right? You got like asshole neighbors or some shit. He gets too close, you just gotta like fucking push him away or something. Then he goes like flying off into space.
The year is like 2100, and like you're at a bar, and you're like, hey, where are you from? And some guy just goes, oh, I'm from Iraq. You're like, oh, Iraq? He's like, no, Iraq. It's in Saturn rings. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I should really animate that. That seems really easy to animate if I just draw it. Not
was
just,
gonna
not
make
gonna
a joke
lie,
where,
I'd
like-
probably draw that, the whole bit.
Like only the poor people live in Saturn's orbit, but I just decided let's move away from that concept because I don't want to share my ideas too early. But When you were saying private rock earlier, Matt, just made me imagine like how funny it is that the word private is makes anything sound more exclusive.
Yeah, it's
like,
private rock.
someone takes you home and like, oh yeah, this is my private home. You're like, what do you mean private? Yeah, it's like privately owned. It's mine. It's like, I guess like it makes me feel like is it public some of the time? Like no.
It's just mine. It's just mine.
It's my private car, my private dog. This is my private wife.
These are my private parts.
Yeah.
Here's my private wallet. You want to take my private money?
Cock. Would you like to see?
Maybe privately go bury my body in the woods.
Park my private cock in your private garage. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Swing.
Mason, what's new? Tell me one good thing that's happened to you recently. Not off to a good start, mate. Fucking not off to a good start with that one.
It's like looking around.
I don't want to leave.
Oh, bed still works. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
But
what'd you say?
No, not much. Not much at all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think.
That's right. How's brother Kobe doing?
He's swell.
Brother Kobe.
That's good.
Is he a priest?
Brother
I know
Kobe.
Brother
He's
Kobe.
doing a
Brother
monastery.
Yeah, he's alright. Streaming and shit. Not much else going on down in Geelong.
Nice. Yeah, I saw a cute Instagram story from Kobe of you with the dogs. Is it good with the dogs again?
Yeah, fuck Earth. Yeah, I miss them.
Nice. So nice having Slime and Pepsi back. Ryan's
Oh
dogs.
yeah, they're huge.
Oh, is it when
They're so
Ryan left
fat
for
now.
Adelaide?
Well, big, but still. And it's mostly Slime. Slime's fat. He's gotten big. He's gotten
Yeah.
big.
I manage Ryan has these two dogs, one of which is more recent, called Pepsi. And when Ryan left for Adelaide for a few months, Pepsi was tiny. He was still a little pup,
Puppy.
really, wasn't he? And they've just come back. We haven't seen them in so long, and fuck, these dogs are big. They're just massive. The other day, like, obviously Ryan came back, so I ate a fuck ton of edibles. This was completely
Natural.
like completely fucked. Even the next day, apparently everyone who ate them was. And I remember waking up on Ryan's couch in the morning, and like Pepsi came up and for a cuddle, but Pepsi's kind of a shit cunt. Like, he doesn't really cuddle you. He just kind of wants to lick your face. And like, he'll stay there if you let him lick your face. But he just kind of came up to me. He like laid. I was on my side. He laid on his side, facing me with his paws out, pressed against my body. Kind of like hurt and was uncomfortable. And then I tried petting him, and he just started like literally just fucking licking my face from bottom to top, just over and over again. And I was like, dude, you fucking not broken. We just like chill. And then he left the cunt. He just fucking left. If you don't let him lick your face, then what
licks you
reason
and
is that to
leaves.
fucking stay, I suppose?
Do you remember, like, they had this like little like wooden dowel that was a part of a flagpole, like just some kind of Australian flag thing. And so they have this wooden dowel, and they're letting Slime and Pepsi like bite it at the same time, and they're playing with it or whatever. And Manuel is moving the fucking the dowel around, and then Pepsi grabs it, and he fucking deep throats this fucking wooden dowel, and then Manuel pulls it out of his mouth, and he just fucking throws up all over the fucking all over the giant beanbag.
Beanbag.
No.
He throws up all over it. And earlier that day, they fucking pissed on it. So it's off to a great start having the dogs back.
Up to a great fucking stuff. Yeah, dogs be like that. Dogs
Yep,
be
we
like,
don't want
"I'll
that
piss
in the
and shit
chat,
upon it,"
just
or
saying.
something,
We don't want
Dogs
we don't
be
want
like,
people
if I can't lick your face,
spamming
I'm just gonna go home.
virus.com links. Sorry.
Yeah, true, man. Like,
Even though I
he's
don't
just a
have
dog
any
that knows what he wants.
viewers,
He
doesn't
just
mean
likes a
Signed
good
up for
one-night
face
stand,
licking.
you know?
I'm susceptible.
It's what he paid for.
To
Clearly I
want that in
was
my
ready for
chat,
the
so,
investment, and,
no.
Fucking off he went. No more face for me, I guess. That's all right. Next time I'll get him back by licking his face. Well, he's trying to sleep.
He's coming here and start licking on him.
He'd probably love it. Probably wouldn't fucking be mad.
Are you guys excited for
I
tomorrow?
can't win with this dog.
What's
for the
tomorrow?
stream.
Why? Is the world ending?
All right, the Crunker stream.
The Crunker stream.
Bro,
The
these dudes
campaign.
Would be good.
To raise
I-
charity for kids affected with cancer. 12 to 25-year-olds, actually.
Yep.
I don't have to.
I,
I don't have to stream, do I? I can just play.
No, I'm
right?
pretty sure everyone has to stream.
Yeah, everyone has to stream.
Oh.
I feel the same way, Mason. Don't worry about it. I feel the exact same way. It's all right.
You're right.
We'll get through it.
It's,
By
it's
the time
only
this
2
airs, I suppose
hours.
the
It's only
tournament-
2.5 hours.
Just ignore your chat, and then it's just like you're doing the same thing, but without streaming.
Yeah, put on
Yeah.
sub-only mode.
I suppose.
Yeah, but yeah, by the time this airs, I guess this will already will have happened. So
True.
you can check out the VODs or whatever.
Surely we won by then, right?
fucking-
Surely we don't lose.
Surely we would have
I
won by
am
then.
pretty sure we're gonna win.
Yeah,
Because I've
these teams
heard-
are pretty
Me on the
stacked,
team.
mate.
I was
Hate
about to
it.
say, I've heard Fitz and Swagger are very good, and we have some Krunker streamers in our team too,
We have Hey, I'm Zed.
and he's pretty good too.
How's it go? Is
So-
it like a death match or is it kind of like CS?
It's
Or is
various
it-
different game
modes.
modes.
Okay.
For
Cool.
people who don't know what Krunker is, we've spoken about it a couple times, I'm sure, but it's basically it's very similar to CS:GO, but it's not. It's CS:GO, but it's also they ripped off Minecraft, so it's like this great little like
CS:GO
I'm just
Minecraft.
kidding.
Pretty
It's
much.
basically it's like a cartoony flash game, but basically with a similar concept of the shooter game like Counter Strike. It's just a really fun, easy game. You can play it on your browser. We're not sponsored by them or anything. But we do know the devs, and we've met with them in the past, and they're great guys, and we've sort of been casually fans of their game for fucking ages. And now Misfits is, I guess, dipping its toes in the esports with this little like
Yeah.
little tournament thing we're hosting. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
This is the first of many that are going to happen over the next
Yes.
couple of months, hopefully. But
Yeah,
it's exciting.
I have to redo
Yeah,
this. This
that's
sucks.
right. If you are looking for a game to play on the school computers without getting called by the teachers,
It's not
then
banned,
Krunker's
it's
probably the
easy.
way
Yeah,
to go.
you can play it in
Yeah,
your browser, or you can download
Krunker.io.
a client.
Yeah, use Krunker.io, enter, it takes 2 seconds to load, and there you go, you're fucking...
Yeah, it starts with a K. Krunker. Krunker.
Yeah, that's how you know it's cool.
The Misfits have been playing Krunker for fucking ages.
Over like a year and a half now. Do you remember being in like Ryan's old house? We'd be in the den when it was still like a trap house. We'd just take dabs and put on gamer music and just fucking go for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yup. That is happening. That is good. Toby, are you sponsored by Rainbow Six Siege? What the fuck's up with that cap?
I just like the cap. I think it looks good on me.
Did they send you a little box with a figurine and stuff in it and a bunch of?
Did
like,
you get one
controller
too?
or something? I got one like last year.
Oh yeah, so
think it's just
I
a
got that
creative
one
pack they
last year
send
too,
out.
but this year they sent it's a Halloween thing. So they sent
Ah.
like
Oh.
some candy and a headset.
How cute.
And the box is furry, which is weird.
Right on.
It hasn't come with red sand this time.
No,
right?
no red sand this
Oh,
time.
I remember
Right.
that. That shit was funny ass.
Yeah,
But-
we got
Red
a
sand?
box. Yeah, we had a box come to the Misfits house when we had it like a year and a half ago.
I think it should
And
be
it was
slabs.
To be for like the new operation, which
I
was
think
like
it should be
Operation
slabs
Red
because
Sand
this is a
or something
little
like that.
steep.
But the box, like,
Uh,
it was
so
a
I'm
big
gonna have to redo
crate,
this
and they opened it
entire
up.
thing
There's a
pretty
bunch of
much.
shit in there, but the bottom
This
of it is like all red sand.
yeah, that sucks.
And the thing is, like, I think it wouldn't have been as messy if they didn't decide to also send beer.
Oh yeah, like the beers
because
broke open. I think.
in transit, like 2 beer bottles collided and fucking shattered. So there was beer over everything in the container
Fucking red sand.
and
mixed with
shards
beer.
of glass.
Beer,
It-
glass shards, and red sand.
To be
What
fair
else can you
though, it is fucking sick that as a game company, they're sending creators fucking
Oh
alcohol.
yeah, absolutely. It does.
That's
come
so
out
cool.
with
Oh,
the
Probably
flavors.
should have
Who
made
does
the
that?
outline of
Yeah.
the thing first,
And-
because
and-
Because
that
they know
would
there's
have
a
helped a
better
lot.
content. That's why.
Yeah, I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's
No,
funny.
Rainbow Six-
the fucking beer shattered.
Rainbow Six has the best PR packages.
Oh yeah.
I've got a mouse, I've got a keyboard, I've got a headset. Yeah, over time I've just been collecting a bunch of Rainbow Six shit.
Yeah.
Make this
they
faster.
Do a good job, Rainbow Six, and their game is good as too. I don't know why I fucking could never find myself getting invested in that shit. I think it was just at the time when I was so burnt out from Counter Strike, and Rainbow Six was just a little too similar. You know what I mean?
It's like Counter Strike, but more
You still-
complicated. There's, like more gadgets and,
And yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's
also
like if you're already
hero
sick of
based.
Counter Strike, learning another
Yeah.
game that's like got all these
Just
other
Counter Strike,
things.
more steps and
is,
gadgets. I'm like, bro, I can't do this, man.
Yeah.
Even
like
Valorant
Minecraft.
is a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, that's everyone.
Valorant is
Like,
just
I,
like-
I like Counter Strike and I like Overwatch, and everyone likes to say it's like Counter Strike and Overwatch combined, but like, I like playing either of those games because they're not each other. You know?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
why do I
don't
want
think
like the worst parts of
combining is
both?
the
Fuck.
best. Yeah.
Some things don't need to make a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Mason's parents. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh fuck!
So rude.
Too real.
Wow.
Apologize now.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, Mason. I'm sorry, Mason.
Oh,
Mason, do you forgive me for that one? Sorry, it's just I could have said that about anyone. I don't know why I had to
Like
go
something.
on
I was
that
just about to say
one.
myself. Like something shouldn't make a baby. I'm like, yeah, like myself.
like yeah, like myself.
Look, just use me as the scapegoat. I'm the abomination, alright?
You're
It's
right.
just an
You're-
easy,
you are
you know,
abomination.
You know it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, pick on the trans person.
Yeah.
It's acceptable. in
Come
2020.
on, it's all about equality now.
Exactly.
Look, I'm just trying to bring Mace into the conversation by insulting the very fiber of his being. You know, like why not? Come on, give me something back. Give me something back, Mace.
I got nothing.
Call him a
mate.
dirty
I got
dog.
nothing.
You know why? It's because I'm fucking
That's
perfect.
dog of the
that's why.
day. That's an easy dog of the day, man.
I can't roast people anymore, man. I suck at roasting. It's usually just a fuck you.
You gotta play
or-
more Rust, mate. Get back on like that. You gotta embrace that inner toxicity of that game, you know.
Yeah, I suppose.
I hate what Rust does to me whenever I play it. I become like a person that I detest. Like I get so like the last session that we did, me and Mason that we recorded was pretty decent. But like any session before that, I'd be playing like if it was solo, I'd be playing and then by the end like I had smashed my right hand onto my desk to the point where it's numb. And I'm just like fucking foaming at the mouth, so angry and so tilted. I'll fucking turn it off. I hate what it does to me. It makes me so fucking mad.
Yeah, yeah. You are definitely subject to gamer rage, Swagger.
Yeah,
You can be
it
quite a-
depends.
quite a
It,
gamer
you know,
rager.
it's
Just drink
one
more
thing.
gamer subs and get better at the game. Then you won't rage. Like,
You
it's
know,
not that
I
hard,
feel
man.
like I get more mad at like a game if like I have an investment than I put into it, and especially when it's Rust. If I'm going into
Oh,
a
yeah.
session with the idea of recording a video, like I'm pretty much putting my day like completely to this Rust session, and whenever I would make a Rust video, it would be like 6, 7, 8 hours of straight like recording to get like a story, to get like an arc, to get like, you know, something entertaining. But there would be a point where I've sunk in 4 fucking hours and like I'd be doing something that's integral to this story that like I've started to build, and then I just get fucking shot in the head with a bolty, and then like, oh well, I can't fucking go back, like I'm gone. Like 4 hours has been wasted, and I think I'm more upset at the loss of my day and the loss of my time than I am at the
Yeah,
fact that
yeah.
I died in the game. It's like a different kind of emotional distress.
I guess that investment's really what it always comes down to, right? Because it's the same with like esportsy games like Counter Strike or whatever. Like, if you've been playing all night and you're trying to end on a good note, but you've lost your last 3 games, you just want to fucking win, and then you still lose at that 4 a.m. game. That's
Yeah.
enough to tilt anyone, man. Because it's like, man, I could have just gone to bed at 12 and been happy, but here I am, just immensely frustrated at 4 in the morning, and I still can't get a fucking win. I still can't get my elo back. God damn it. I guess it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because those experiences are also what make the game fucking fun. You
Well,
know,
yeah.
it's that-
Yeah.
Pulls you
it's
in.
that, yeah, it's the highs and the lows. It's that the wins and the losses.
Mason, how
what
is
a
your
beautiful
tattoo
sentiment.
removal going?
Yeah, not bad. They're fucking.
How painful is it?
Oh, it's top 10 worst pain I've ever felt
Wow.
for sure. But like,
Fuck no.
it just sucks because like last time I had to get it, I had like a mask on while I was doing it, so like, I felt like I was gonna pass out. So like,
Yeah.
I kind of like pulled the mask down just to, like
Be able to
like,
breathe.
so I could
Feel with the
breathe.
pain.
Yeah.
Because
What
Yeah.
is
So
the
I-
pain feel like?
I guess it feels like if you had a lighter up to your skin, but like just the tip of the
Ooh.
flames touching you,
Oh,
kind of like that.
So it's just like a
It's like having the flame
faint
close to you.
burn,
Faint burn, yeah.
but it's still enough of a burn to be like, fuck, that's constantly discomforting.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah. 'Cause,
How long
like,
does
I
it
feel
last? Like the sessions?
It depends how big the tattoo is, but they just trace over it.
mm-hmm.
Right.
But
And how many sessions have you had?
I've had 2, so I've still got to go for like 6 more.
Wow.
Yeah. You're lucky that you don't have many tattoos. Could be a
Yeah,
lot
I
worse.
know. Yeah, good.
Oh my god, you see those clips of like the before and after? People are like completely like covered up, like body tats, face tats, and then like clean in the next photo. I can't even imagine how long that takes.
Yeah, the thing is, when you're
Yeah.
getting it, I don't know if it's just me, but like your body just twitches.
Mm.
Like you kind of like shake a lot. I don't know.
What do you do during the sessions? Do you just lie there, or do you?
You just lie in a
read,
chair.
or
You just
listen
lie in a
to
chair,
podcasts,
and
or-
like they do wherever the tattoo is. And
Surely they like offer you a beer or a drink or something, right? Kind of like a barbershop. Like shit, if you can drink a
Nah.
beer, having a fucking your hair cut, surely you can get one or you're getting your painful
I
tattoos
don't think
removed.
you're able. I don't think you're able to drink a beer or anything while you're getting that shit done.
Yeah.
They actually just
Torture
hurl
is
insults
that?
at you. It's like a whole humiliation thing. It's like, yeah, you like that, you fucking little bitch.
Jesus.
It's like,
I think-
You're a
constantly
psychopathic
burning you.
tattoo removal artist today. I learned.
I think they say sugar's good. Like, if you have a little bit of sugar, well, if you're gonna be sitting somewhere where you're gonna be in pain for a while, if you have like something sugary that you can just snack on. Like when I go to my sleeve sessions, I bring like a bag of some sort of candies, and then I'll just like snack on them as I'm getting it
Well,
done.
sure. Really, it just helps because it's just a nice distraction, you know. It's just
That's
like
true.
a
It might
nice
be that.
Hi, I got a
nuisance while you're
concussion
enjoying your-
on my
Just
dirt
imagine
bike,
you
and
sitting
I'm
down to
only
get coffee,
9, no
remove your
cap, and my
shovel
little
and
brother
spoonfuls
has
of sugar
broke his
into your
arm,
mouth.
and it's only 4
and crying and
fingers
saying,
rough
"It's a
lately.
spoonful of sugar."
I'm really
makes
sorry
the
to hear that.
medicine Go down. Just shoveling spoonful after
Things will get
spoonful
better.
of raw
know.
sugar.
You're gonna have some
Just
hard
chewing on
rough
the cane.
patches in your life, and
The worst part
things
about
usually turn out for the
tattoos,
good.
in my opinion, and
Not gonna lie.
removal, I assume is similar, is just like the time it takes. Like the pain isn't that bad, but sitting there for 5 hours in constant pain is pretty bad.
It's like getting your eyebrows tweezed.
Especially because I never do anything to entertain myself. I always just sit there and I'll talk to the artist, but I never like. Some people bring headphones and they'll watch movies or something or listen to a podcast, but like, I feel awkward doing that. It feels like then the tattoo artist is just sitting there in silence the whole time, and I'm like, well, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of like just one of those things you get over, like talking to your Uber driver or something, or it's just like you. I remember when Uber first came out, I felt that way every time I got into a car with an Uber driver.
Yeah, now
Like,
it's
"Ooh,
weird
this
if they
is
talk
new,"
to you.
like,
Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, but it's.
yeah,
I feel like
that's-
it's different
well, you know,
because
I still chat to them, but
with a tattoo artist, they're like stuck in a room with you for like 5 hours straight, and if they're just sitting there the whole time not talking, it might feel a bit shitty. I don't know. Unless you have an
it can
agreement
also
with the
suck being a
artist
tattoo.
and you both wear
Yeah.
headphones and you both like just do your own thing the whole time. I don't know.
I would definitely talk. I wouldn't just like go there without saying
Yeah.
anything in person, just like
Yeah.
headphones on. But I would be like, because you never know. Maybe it sucks for them being the tattoo artist and they're locked in a conversation with this boring cunt that just happens to want a tattoo.
that's
You
true.
know, like,
Bring a switch or
but I get
Ooh.
it. Ooh, so it could be good. Yeah. Mason, what's the massive tattoo you're getting to celebrate getting your tattoos removed?
A Rust tattoo on my ass logo.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Nah,
Just a
I would've-
Rust
I would
logo.
have done that if I had no tattoos at all. Like dead ass. I reckon I would have.
Would've
Dead
gotten a
ass.
Rust
Badass.
Inspired
tattoo.
by Chad. Fucking Chad.
lots of
Would you have
people.
gotten that one removed?
Lots of people get something
reckon?
big and dumb on their ass. Because why not?
Fuck it. May as
Ass
well.
tat.
Yeah.
I like the name of it. Got a ring to it.
What's the weirdest thing to get tattooed on your ass?
Another ass.
Another ass, but just slightly smaller.
Yeah. And then on that ass, there's a tattoo of another ass. And it just keeps incepting.
What if you just got your ass covered in asshole tattoos? So that was just confusing for when anyone tries to fuck you. It's like, well, it's a very elaborate ass you have
Put-
here. It's many choices.
Put fucking knock before entering it.
One of my
Not
friends
before entering.
was saying that I should get a tattoo of a penis, like somewhere on my body, like just a cute little, I don't know, cartoon penis or something.
Mhm.
And then I could be like, yeah, this is the only dick I've got on my body, or something
No, I
like
still
that.
got my dick. Look, it's right here.
And you just make jokes about it, you know.
Hey, you want to see my cock?
I shrunk him and I put him on my skin.
And then you can send dick pics.
True.
True.
Yo, it's got my dick touched up today. Check this shit out. Yo, those lines are looking clean. Shady.
Dick touched up. Got my dick shaded and colored today, actually, believe it or not.
I wonder what a cell-shaded penis would look like. Ew.
Well-
I mean, have to fucking look up some.
Surely there's a Google
What's the
image
game?
for that.
Borderlands Rule 34 will give you the.
There
answer.
That's
yeah.
true. There's probably heaps of it.
Oh, undoubtedly so.
Yikes.
Undoubtedly. Yep.
What's your guys' favorite single-player game ever? My favorite single-player game you've played?
Oof.
Hmm.
That's a hard one.
Minecraft.
I've just been. Yeah, does that count though?
That's
'Cause,
also
like, would you
multiplayer.
enjoy Minecraft to the extent you did if it wasn't multiplayer as well? Probably not.
I don't know.
Though you
I
were
would.
big into it in your teens though.
I was.
I would. I was
huge.
doing it all
But-
year.
But weren't you kind of like a server dweller though back in your teenage years? I don't know if you want to talk about.
Probably not, but you know, I did, you know, go on to servers and shit. But you know, single player was, you know, most of the fun, mods and all that. I mean,
I just feel like
Minecraft's
your
one of the best
judgment is
games of all
skewed.
time. So like,
Yeah, but
if
I
that's
would argue
if
one of
that's
the
a
best games of all
cop out
time
answer,
because
then I
multiplayer.
could do another one.
Okay, let me
Dark
rephrase
Souls.
it to.
I'd say
Look at my
Dark Souls.
Steam.
Okay.
Dark Souls. Right. Wait, what'd you say, Matt?
I said, let me look through my Steam for like what I think the best is.
I've just been playing Breath of the Wild recently. That game is fucking really good. I wouldn't say I don't know if it's my favorite though. I mean, one of the first games I would have considered my favorite would be Half-Life 2. Because that's like the first single player game I really got invested in and like sat down and like loved the story for it. But I don't know.
I'm
How about you,
honestly
Toby?
not
What-
sure. I've played so many heaps of games. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I loved
you have one?
Detroit Become Human when it came out. I thought that was
Good
really
game,
good,
for
but
sure.
that was definitely it wasn't. There was no replayability there for me. It was just like a one and done sort of
Yeah.
Well, it's less of a
Sometimes
game.
good
and,
games like that are good though, especially if it's like a really good story.
Yeah.
Well, those games are less games and more like interactive cinema,
Pretty
right?
much,
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
don't know if I would call like any of the Telltale Walking Dead series like a game.
Oh yeah,
per
some of the
se, but I
Telltale
would-
ones are really good. Some
But
of
yeah,
them are
dude,
really
It's
good.
a game.
Yeah, it's a game, but it's more like an interactive show.
But like, there's
right?
different
It's a
choices you
game
can
in the
make
same
that
way
affect
a
the
picture
story,
book is
right?
a
Like
book.
you can go down
Yeah.
alternate path
Yeah.
lines and shit.
Yeah, but it's all
Yeah, it's
like
definitely a game.
talking and I don't know, like it's still a game, but I feel like it's closer to like a movie or a show than
It's
it
like
is
a
to
modernized
game.
choose your own adventure book.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got an Alton Mace. I mean, have you ever really played many single player games? Not really. Yeah.
Only when I was young. That's about
Yeah.
it. My favorite one would have been Metroid Prime.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. I mean, gaming is sort of just like I don't know. It's sort of just become such a social thing, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I guess there's still single player games coming out that are great, but by
Cyberpunk.
far the market is dominated by multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like I guess that's what sells, and it's also because of skins and probably in-game purchases. It's much harder to sell those on a single-player experience where you can't brag. So a lot of massive companies are funneling everything into the multiplayer experience. You can see it happening with the Battlefield games and how they just
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah,
threw
yeah.
campaigns to the
Remember
wind.
back in the day when games were like they were started off as single player and multiplayer was like the add-on. Like you could tell a
Yeah.
lot of the multiplayer maps
Yeah.
were based on just like some of the single player levels or just copy and pasted from it. But now it's the other way around. It's like
Yeah.
single player is the tacked on thing, you know?
And fucking yeah, I mean with maybe MMOs is what really made companies realize, oh shit, this is where the money's at. Like
It
this is where all the fucking money is to be made in
I think
multiplayer.
FIFA was the first game that people like. That made devs realize how much money there was in getting people to spend money on multiplayer thing. Because with the FIFA pack,
EA.
that was what made EA's. Like all of EA's money was like all of their income. Like a huge percentage of it, like the biggest percentage, I'm pretty sure, was FIFA packs. So like they made more money from
wouldn't
FIFA
surprise me,
packs than
yeah.
their games.
Yup. Fucking isn't like the Canadian government suing EA for their manipulative online purchase tactics or something like that? Yeah, I mean obviously EA is getting a lot of flack by the internet in general all the time for their microtransaction bullshit, but I think they're actually getting sued for it. I think like people are actually trying to take them down because it's considered straight up manipulation and exploitation of children. Kind of
That
interesting.
wouldn't surprise me.
Not that I know very much about it, but yup. Evil.
EA stands for
Evil fuckers. Evil ass games. Take that. That's right. I just took that on an entire corporation. No big deal. It is what it is.
evil ass games.
Evil ass games.
What's their slogan?
It's in the game.
It's in your
We
ass.
like money.
No,
It's
no.
in your ass.
we like money. Give us your fucking wallet, kid. Yeah. I remember even my little brother fucking buying those packs with mom's credit card and her getting mad about it. You know,
Damn.
She's having all the fucking time. And shows up on your fucking bank statement as like a little like bunch of letters and shit. So you know, like $15.
Oh, that's smart.
Actually, your 12-year-old
Interesting.
son exploiting you. Your hard-earned cash. This is why children are the problem. All right, let's get rid of
I
it.
agree.
True.
Seriously,
No more children.
they're,
David Attenborough would
they're
be
always
happy.
talking on the internet. Yeah, I wonder what the internet would feel like if kids couldn't go on it. Period.
Oh,
Like,
I was talking
no
about this the
kids.
other day because I was streaming Krunker, and I noticed that my my audience seemed younger when I was streaming Krunker, and I was talking about like how different would it be if on Twitch, because you do have to be like 13 or something plus to go on Twitch, but obviously there's
Right.
no actual enforcing, like how can they? But imagine if you had to, you know, submit ID to show you're above like 16 or something to go on
Oh, they have to do
like
that in
Twitch and stuff like that.
China
It'd be
and Korea.
so interesting.
They have to do that in like China and Korea, I think.
It'd be so
Like you have to
different.
sign up your like social security number and shit.
Hmm.
I bet those fucking kids still know how to get
Yeah.
around it though.
Well, no, like if you get banned from like one
Um,
multiplayer game for like hacking, you get banned from all of them. So I think
Wow.
maybe the Chinese got the
Dude,
right idea
that
with communism and all
sucks.
that. You ask me.
That
No more
sucks
hackers in
so
TikTok,
bad.
like, shit, some
Imagine
fucking-
like
Mm.
When is
getting
when has the
banned
Chinese government ever
wrongfully
been
and
wrong
then
yet?
not
Yeah,
being able to
true.
play video games ever again.
China,
You
send
know,
me money,
like,
please.
I wish I had the balls to burn all those bodies in the
Not
field.
being allowed to play video games. That's what you live.
No, but, like,
what
if there were
happens
no
when you
kids
live in a
at all on the
communist
internet,
society.
Period. I wonder what, you know, what would there be as much bullshit, as much fighting, as much argumentation?
Bro, have you seen?
Because I feel
yeah,
like
have
so
you seen
much
Modern Warfare 2
of the-
lobbies back in the day and the shit they yell about? Those weren't kids. Well, I mean, there was a lot of kids there, but even the ones that weren't kids, like, they'd run their mouths.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I just feel like the atmosphere would be different because a lot of that was old dudes getting mad
Yeah.
at kids or like 15-year-olds with like deep voices. Like a lot of those guys are actually just fucking like 16, voice just dropped, sound deep as hell, you know. Sort of. If you had to be 18 plus to use the internet, it was just considered this kind of like.
Well, then no
tool,
one would be
privilege,
fucking
like-
playing games. They'd just be jerking off the porn if that's the first time they're allowed on the internet. Let's be real here. They wouldn't even get past Pornhub. That should
Yeah,
be set as their default like browser tab page. They're like, Google, what
That
the
is
fuck's
my
this?
default browser tab.
Oh, I can search through porn in this thing too. Okay, this makes sense.
Hmm.
I guess porn probably would be the first thing fucking a lot of people would do, especially if like they weren't allowed on it until they were 18. But everyone like drinking, you know, everyone's like, oh, I can't wait till I'm old enough to drink.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait till I'm old enough to jerk off. You know what I mean? Like, can't wait till I'm 18 so I can go on Pornhub finally.
You
Oh my god, it's
fucking,
gonna be so
like,
sick.
down-
Like, want to come over to my house?
Everyone would have way
honestly,
better
like
imagination.
young guys would probably be coming over to each other's houses, just coming together, just jerking off in the living room. Like, yo, we're finally old enough to jerk off. Like, let's go fucking watch some porn.
Yeah.
Jerk off a little bit.
boys.
Yeah, the first person in the friend group to turn 18, everyone would be like, all right, let's have a party. Let's all go use this computer.
Dude, fucking let's use this computer, man. He's finally got Pornhub access, bro. It's gonna be sick. Hey, old man, can you go on the internet for us? I want to Google something.
You're not like an undercover
No,
cop,
no.
are you?
Crazy.
Nah, bro,
Yeah.
I'm just a horny
I don't know,
teenager,
I just-
man.
I
I
just-
swear.
Yeah, it's just something to think about, I guess, because you know, like, I think a big problem is particularly with people who like getting into arguments on the internet, or who do it frequently, or who fall prey to that. I suppose. I think one thing that is failed to understand is that they're likely arguing with a child,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of those situations wouldn't happen if we didn't allow kids in the internet. Not saying that I'm
Mhm.
rooting for this.
No, but
obviously,
I
I'm just
agree though. I see
considering
what
the
you're saying. Like a
hypothetical.
lot of times you realize like Twitter or Reddit or some like any fucking social media comments, you don't realize how many times it's just some fucking dumb kid, you know?
Yeah, or even just taking information. Like I feel like I personally take a lot more information than I should from Reddit. You know, like sometimes if I even want to just know how to do something, I'll type Reddit after my Google
Yeah.
search because I like the experience of a Reddit thread more than some random like,
Wiki
It's very
how?
crowdsourced.
Right.
You get more than one
Yeah.
opinion rather than just like an article written by
Yeah,
one
and-
person.
Yeah, that's
Exactly,
more
and it
helpful.
feels like
I've
we're
found that
getting real
Reddit's a lot
opinion.
more
Yeah,
helpful
yeah.
in
Just
recent
real people
times.
commenting at least.
What's-
for a lot of
But
things.
What's
then
scary is when you
it's always the thing like
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, maybe I fucking like I'm listening to a 12-year-old tell me how to shave my ball sack right
Yeah.
now. Like maybe I shouldn't have looked this up on Reddit. You know, like not saying that that's a search of mine. But
I was gonna say the scary thing is sometimes where it's like you'll see like an upvoted comment, it's like the #1 comment, and it's something you actually know about, and you're like, dude, this is fucking bullshit. What the fuck? Why is this like the top rated comment? This is like completely incorrect. Like, what the fuck? It's like how many times do you read something like that normally and not even realize it? You know, like there's a lot of times and
Yeah.
shit like that, like misinformation and shit.
True. Yeah, that's it, guys. From now on, you need a degree to use the
Yeah,
internet.
and at least
That's the
18.
future.
A
Unless you're
degree?
listening to
I
the
think that's
podcast
too
too
much,
slow,
it's
actually.
okay.
You know how many
Well,
people
the
don't go to
podcast
college
is a
anyways
degree.
or can't afford
What we're
it?
doing right now is we're educating the
Yeah.
masses and we're
Don't even
creating
have a car.
better.
They do have a
Misfits
computer.
podcast.
I think
Well, I
that's
have a
what
phone.
most people
Educational.
would describe us as.
We're
people that-
That's
educational
how most
podcast now.
we're honestly pioneers. We're very smart guys, and we you know have the right ideas about things. Like we said, like always. I don't think we've ever been wrong once. on the
Literally
show. It's a
never.
crazy
These
record.
conversations make
No.
my eye twitch.
That's it.
I know what I'm
And
talking
guys-
I don't know
about.
if it's making
All
my
the
eye
time.
twitch or if I have some
Absolutely.
dust in my
Guys,
eye.
if you're listening to this, consider yourselves of higher consciousness.
Shit
yourselves
sucks.
A higher being. You're better than everyone, especially that cunt you're sitting next to on
Yeah,
the bus
look at
right
him.
now. Better than
Fucking
Yeah,
them.
spit on him.
Better than. You're better than your parents, you know. So start having arguments with them at the dinner table about what you learned on the show. Maybe, you know, fucking ask them. Guys, what I'm trying to
Tell
do
your
is wrap
parents
up
that
this
you're
fucking
14, you know more about
shit
politics
show
than them. You
podcast.
know, obviously know more shit you read on
That's
the
right.
internet.
That is such a 14-year-old move as well.
Actually, here's why real communism was never tried.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Hopefully, podcast back in person soon.
Pog.
That'd be
Hopefully
nice.
so. I'm excited for that.
Next week or two should be there. Should be better. Should have some stories for you. So appreciate you guys listening. Thanks for keeping us company through this fucking lockdown. Hope you guys are doing well. And Mason is gonna give you some nice words to end on here.
I got nothing. I got
Get on the
nothing. No,
beers.
you put me on the spot. You put me on the spot.
I'm just teasing. I just wanted to put you on the spot, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, and welcome back to the Misfits podcast, rated 5 stars on iTunes by I Dunk My Balls in Soy Sauce. They say, Vince, if you have a small cock, Thank you.
What was that middle part?
I don't know, it's sounding as a long scream.
Wait, was
Yeah,
that in
it
reference
was
to
like
the
that.
fact you can taste soy sauce in your nuts or some shit?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's a throwback.
Last podcast, we did talk extensively about, well, maybe you can taste the soy sauce if you dip your
Was
nuts
that 2 or 3 podcasts
Yeah.
ago?
in. Listen, does it
No,
really
the
matter?
days are
I've been
blending
dunking
together.
my nuts in soy sauce ever since, and I ain't tasting anything. I don't know about you.
Someone should dip their nuts in gamer subs.
Someone should
Yeah.
dip their nuts in GamerSubs, which, by the way, is also our sponsor. Go to gamersubs.gg and use code Misfits for 10% off. Been energizing us for years.
Fun fact: we were over Ryan P's the
It
other
sounds
day,
sick
and we
in
saw on
this
Twitter a friend
episode.
of ours, Goonan, was blasting his gamer subs with a blowtorch, and it was turning the gamer subs into small melted balls that would then solidify, and then he would pick them up and eat them like a little snack. And
No
so
way.
I thought, like, whoa, we have to fucking try this. No, we have to fucking try this. So I asked Ryan, hey, can I borrow your blowtorch? And he goes, what
The
for?
dab blowtorch, right?
Yeah, the dab blowtorch, the one they use for the dabs. I go, can I borrow the dab blowtorch? He goes, what for? And I go, hey, I wanna try this thing that Goonan's trying out. And he goes, sure. So I get one of those like little cookie trays, and like a little baking sheet, and then I put a bunch of gamer subs, different flavors, onto the tray, and then I blast it with the blowtorch, and believe it or not, it actually worked. It made these small little balls, and it melted it down.
Did they like form into the balls on their own? Like
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so like the ones that melt come together, and then they like roll off of the powder, and then you just wait a little bit, you blow on it, and then you can pick it up and eat it.
But, like,
I
what's the
tried it.
Point? Does it like taste good or?
Oh,
Is it just a milk shit?
it tastes really, really strong, but it's like sour. Because it was the dragon fruit that I tried it with, and it was, you know, you bite into it, you know, you pucker your lips. You're like, ooh, this hits hard. But like, understandably, if you got a scoop of that shit and you melted it all down, we managed to mold them into like little tablets. I call them gamer drops. And then you pop it in your mouth, you suck on them, and then that's how you get your caffeine.
Wow. Wait, so I mean, yeah, I guess the caffeine still completely hits, right? Like in this
Of
form.
course.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you say one ball is like a scoop, it's probably a few
That doesn't
scoops,
sound
no?
healthy.
A ball? No,
How
well,
big
you know,
are the balls?
it's
What's the size? We talking like gumdrop? We talking like little marble? Like what are we talking about?
it's a scoop's worth. Just melt it down, and then
Okay.
melt it down in the goo. You grab the goo, and it's still malleable. Then you press it into a pill.
Wow. So if you want to consume gamer subs like a heroin addict, then go ahead and get your blowtorch and eat it up over a spoon. Why not?
Yeah. Otherwise, you can be like the rest of us and snort it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are scientists.
Don't
over
actually
here.
do that. Don't actually do that. Snort it, I mean. Feel free to melt it down with a blowtorch and munch on it. Different flavors yield differing results. I tried the newest flavor, which is yet to be released. I tried to burn it down, but it wouldn't work as well. If anything, it was just kind of scorching and burning it. But it still did taste okay. So, there you go.
Is it irresponsible in today's climate to say something as if it's true, even though you're joking, and then not acknowledge that it's a joke afterwards when you're on a podcast like this? Like, do we really have to clarify, like, every time we're joking about something? Because if we don't, that people will do it?
About to say, yeah, this is actually a
I mean,
joke.
we did a
This
whole
is not
podcast where
real.
we talked about murdering someone.
Yeah, which I love.
That we actually
I love
did, though.
To me, like, the fact that you have to be like, by the way, that was a joke, kind of kills it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's also,
Yeah, I
we also
mean-
know from being in this position that a lot of people just believe the things we say.
Yeah, we've made
Yeah.
a lot of jokes that people believe.
It's really peculiar. And
Also, I mean,
are we responsible for that, or like should we just let people be idiots?
The only reason I was clarifying that was a joke was because it concerns your sponsor.
Oh, I know.
You know.
But not the well-being of the fucking audience. That's not what you care about, right?
Oh, well, the well-being of the audience comes second to the happiness of the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that pay us. I'm just fucking around. That was a joke.
there's
And back
there's
to
also
Fitz's
the
point.
other side of the
rolling
coin.
it.
The other side of the coin is the people. I mean, there's so many people that will believe all the jokes we say are true, somehow. But then there's the other side of the people who don't believe the serious shit and assume everything's a joke.
Right.
Which I know there's also a lot of those
Yeah.
as well.
There's
Which
some people
I
like
I
that.
guess is the weirdness of like the slight parasocial relationship we're in, where they know some of who we are and some of our ideas, but they don't know all of them, and they don't like really know for sure because they don't actually fucking, they haven't actually met us. Most of these people, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, that whole trans joke, that was the best one of last year for sure.
I get people coming into my stream and asking me. They go, "Is that a bit? It's a bit, right?" It's like, you think I made a bit for a whole year? That would be
And, like,
so
that
fucked
podcast-
up.
Most committed
That's
bit.
commitment.
Yeah.
That's commitment to what we
Podcast
can
really
grab.
talks
Could
about
you
it.
imagine
So-
if I said it was a joke like after a year?
You should go the whole dude. Wait
So much-
until you have the surgery and then say it was all a bit. It's all a bit.
I can see it because leading up until you actually came out, like in my videos especially, there were a lot of jokes about your sexuality and the fact that like, you're ambiguous and like all these like whatever blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
I can kind of get it. Especially you never know like when an audience member is commenting how much they've consumed. Like maybe they've just hopped in one episode. Maybe they've
Yeah.
been following for years. Like you just don't know. Maybe they're joking by being like a joke. So
Oh my god.
maybe the best thing to
Jokeception.
do is just not to read anything.
I like
Oh
that.
my god, you got
I
it.
can't read anyway. I lost
that's
that ability
ideal.
when I started taking hormones.
Yeah. Also, your ability to drive apparently.
It's seriously impaired. Cocaine.
That's insane. Toby,
Cooking
this
has
is
never
a,
been better.
this is
Goddamn.
this is a half joking question, but I just want to lay it down for you. Would you consider getting a mold made of your penis?
So I can go fuck myself?
Well, not
talked about
not
this
even
the other day.
that, but more so just to be like, to have it after your surgery. Be like, oh, if you ever wondered like what my cock looked like, here it is. There's a dick.
I mean,
and you can
I
also
mean,
like make
maybe.
multiple of them.
Sell them on eBay.
Sell
Yeah,
them.
you could
Whoa.
literally sell them.
Dude, big brain.
Yeah, well, there's also the other side of, when they're making a vagina, they don't use the balls. So like, I'm gonna have two balls. We could gold plate them and sell them.
Dude,
you know?
you're gonna
Sell
be
them
able
for
to
charity.
keep? Are you gonna be able to keep your testy?
I don't know. I feel like if you asked, they'd maybe let you.
Dude, they have to. It's yours.
Surely you make a
Yeah.
tool
Yeah,
hacking.
your property.
Gold
Yo.
plate it, make it into a necklace.
A
No,
chain,
no.
like diamonds on it.
In Australia, like there was those metal kangaroo balls that people put on the back of their.
Yeah.
their-
Bro, truck
Do that but with your actual balls.
I don't know if they're kangaroo balls
Spray painted
because in
crow.
America we have that too.
Piggybacking on Suaga's question from before, I also wonder, like, let's say you've transitioned fully, like, you know, it's the thing of the past, like the fact that, you know, you used to be male. It's like a few years in the future. Would you be comfortable being like, oh, like here's a picture of my penis, like this is what I used to have? Like, would you ever, or is that always like not with social media, but with like close friends? Not that I want to see your cock. It's just like I just wonder, like,
Kinda seems
on a
like you
comfort
wanna-
level for you. Like,
Kind of seems like you want to see my cock.
what would the relationship?
Well, I would want to see
I'll
it
admit I'm
before it's
curious.
gone,
You know,
right?
Yeah, Charlie, give us all a little sauce once.
Yeah, dude. You kind of want to, like, you know. I feel like you owe us. Is all
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta do it
saying.
for the boys.
I think I would be more likely to show someone a mold of it than an actual
Well,
photo of it.
that's fair enough.
No, I mean, we want to see the actual thing before it's gone, you know, like the day
I'll
of.
give you all a dildo, like me and Mel Kofic gave us last night.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be pretty sick. I just thought it would be a funny idea, just like in memoriam, like a plaque,
Yeah,
like a tombstone.
yeah, it would be pretty
you
funny.
just make it into a suction cup and stick it on your wall somewhere with a plaque beneath it saying,
Yeah.
"Here lies."
We could
old
fucking
people."
throw it.
Rest
We could
in
try to
peace.
throw it onto the roof of the office, see if it sticks.
Just put it right next to your fucking like YouTube plaques and everything.
I guess once you make the mold, you can also just mass produce your cock.
Yeah.
You know.
It's true. You can do it out of metal. You can do it out of silicon.
It'll be my first merch piece, you know?
There you go. It's like a
But
bonus.
the best thing is you could sell it as a combo where it comes with like a fleshlight and a dildo, right? And then they can come with the dildo in the fleshlight, so it's like a little, you know, saving space.
It's like a capper.
You use the word "cum." You meant in the mail.
yeah, I
Come in the mail.
I mean in the mail. Yeah,
You guys ever come in the mail?
I come on
Yeah.
the mail.
On the mail. Yeah,
Yeah.
just before opening it. Yeah. Yeah, just so that my.
What, you guys don't come in mails?
Bruh, I get the joke now.
I come in boxes.
I come in buckets. Anyway.
Do you ever wash the buckets?
No, I give them to the poor. We
okay.
had a well, for one thing, as we mentioned last podcast, here in Melbourne, the coronavirus situation is a lot better. It's actually our 7th day with no cases in a row, so that's
Is it 7 now? It's a whole week.
a whole week of no new case days here in Victoria, Australia, which is honestly
Feels good,
unbelievable.
man.
Honestly unbelievable. Can't believe that this city and the state beat this thing. But what's great about it is that it's meant that we can actually leave the house a little bit more now and fucking, you know,
Go
we actually have
outside.
some content. Like me and Swagger went to dinner a couple nights ago.
Okay, 2
when did
nights
we start
ago.
with that evening? Like what? I'm struggling to remember like everything
Well,
that happened.
We ended up going to a restaurant, some Asian restaurant. Ryan P was there. He invited us out to a dinner just to talk over a couple important things. And
That's right.
then, you know, he did the Ryan P order, which I haven't experienced in months now, 4 or 5 months. So it was like a fucking buffet of all this Asian food coming out onto the fucking table. I was stuffed by like the end of appetizers. I was like, I can't fucking eat anymore. And then he goes, oh, well, lucky for you, we have weed. And so he passes this grinder and a bag of weed and papers over to Manuel, who's sitting right next to him. Manuel is his personal assistant. And so he's just grinding it under the table while like waiters are coming by and all that shit. And he's rolling a joint. He rolls 2. And then before entrees come out, we're like, all right, let's go outside. Let's smoke or whatever. So we go outside. We're hitting this joint. We're bullshitting. And then this, I'm pretty sure it was like a homeless guy, right? They came around.
We didn't know if he was homeless, but he certainly had the appearance of being a bit of a wanderer.
He was disheveled. He had a
name was
really
Paul.
bad stutter. Yeah, his name was Paul. And
and
he just this guy that we've never seen before or talked to comes around. He walks past us and then he like perks his head up and looks around and looks at us and then he goes, "Are you guys smoking weed?" And we're like, "Yeah, mate. You want some? You want some, mate?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll have a bit. I'll have a little bit." And so like we give him the joint. We're like, "That's yours." Like don't even bother passing that around. Like just have it. It's yours. It's fine. And then he goes, you know, he's like going to shake everybody's hand and people are just kind of like COVID, whatever. Fitz just
His
fucking.
hand. I don't know. I just like, you know, when I met, he was a nice man. He extended his hand. I was like, I'm gonna shake his hand. But then as soon as I did, I was like, oh, what if I have coronavirus now? What if I am now patient zero?
No.
Yeah, the new one.
But don't worry, I wash my hands afterwards. It's fine.
Right to the hand sanitizer. But he was just around and asking us a bunch of questions, and
It's
we
quite hard to
dipped out.
understand. He was honestly quite a nice guy. I think.
Oh yeah.
He at the end it was just me, Ryan, and Sam sort of still smoking, and he was having a conversation, and Ryan was like trying to talk to him, but I think he had something going on. I forget. He actually mentioned to Ryan, I
It
forget
was a
what
car
it was.
accident.
Was it a car accident? Yeah,
Yeah.
something happened. So he's now got a stutter. Like his speech was seriously impaired.
Oh,
like you could
Lord.
barely-
Yeah.
memory seemed really bad as well. Like he would just forget what you were saying to him, like while you were saying it to him, that sort of thing. So it's kind of sad, honestly. Like you got to wonder how many people just get unlucky, get in the car accident, have like serious brain problems, and then like they just are cast aside from whatever position they were in. Like whatever job you have is now gone, and now you're just kind of like wandering the street. So kind of
Yeah.
feel bad. But we had a chat with him. We fucking stood around and smoked the rest of the joint, and honestly, he just seemed happy to just be yawning with some people and like being treated like a person. He was honestly a pretty nice guy. But eventually, we kind of had to like go back inside and continue our dinner, which is, I guess, a stark contrast to his reality, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you know, what are we gonna do? I kind of dot Paul, unfortunately. But I wish him the best.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So after we concluded with dinner, we ended up like let's go back to Ryan's house. I think it was for like a game of poker, and
Yeah.
so we get up, we leave the restaurant, like we're walking down the street. Chad, anything for views, was there, and he's like, "Oh, let me go to my car. I'll show you this car." I think he like just got it, didn't he? It's like one of
I've
those
had that
fucking
for a while. It's a little cube.
yeah,
Yeah,
little
Yeah, he's had
cute
it for a
car.
while. It's a little funny car that he apparently intends on like fixing up and wrapping and getting work done on it.
Get on.
And so
Put a fucking Minecraft dirt block wrap on there.
I was actually
go to
planning
the
on
bathroom,
doing
so
that,
I
to my
missed,
car.
the
I was,
start
like,
of it, so
wanting to
you go
paint
ahead
it-
and tell
No,
us.
not paint it
Well, I
green,
missed
but
the side
like
too. All I know is I was
get
leaving
it
the restaurant,
vinyled,
and then from
chrome
around the
green,
corner, I just hear like, what the fuck
and then
happened to my
put
car?
Minecraft
Chad
all
just
over it.
smoked
But then I was like,
No way.
kinda, like, around the
I could go
corner,
do
and
something
Chad's just,
cooler,
like,
and actually
standing
do
there, like, with
something.
his hands up, like making a scene. We're like, what the hell's going on? We're getting closer, and then
I figured I could basically make my Subaru basically into a work of art rather than just Minecraft. Why not just like put rally stuff all over it? That's probably what I was gonna do, which I haven't done it yet. Still need to save up some more money for it, but I'm gonna do probably a vinyl wrap of like digital camouflage that's white, and then get gold Sparco rims, and then put that on the Subaru, and then I might make some videos soon, come out soon, of just vlogs with me driving my car, because I really like the car a lot, and I might even make a review of it and start doing some car videos with off-roading and stuff. So I've been experimenting with off-roading, and I really like doing it. So look in the future for some off-roading videos coming soon, but they might be vlog style, and they'll just be pretty entertaining. I'll probably do it with Douglas, and we'll have a blast doing that. Just need to figure out how to get my SD card reader to work. Ordered an SD card reader, which is spiffy. Going to do that, and be able to actually read the stuff that I actually filmed, because I'm not able to do that at the moment. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, and we'll see what comes of it. But expect a vlog coming soon, because I plan on doing a vlog eventually. Just something funny, something entertaining to watch. Similar to the vlogs I've been doing, just like a bit longer and more in depth. I plan on getting a microphone piece for my main GoPro, and probably do some serious car video type stuff, because I can turn off Basically, I can turn off all the traction control, the VCS, the ABS, and all the safety features off my car, and basically drift it in the snow. And hopefully it'll snow this winter, and I'll be able to do something like that. So, back to the podcast, obviously.
I just hear like people laughing and pointing at his car, and the entire front of his car is just like unhinged and like on the ground. It's like someone just reversed into his car and then took off without, leaving a note or anything.
No.
What a dick
This
move.
car- It was a dick move, and I felt bad for Chad, but it was also so funny because this car just looks hilarious on its own. Like, Matt, do you actually know what maybe we should say?
Yeah, it was, I think it was a Nissan Cube.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
oh,
Fucking
well, there it
scary looking
is.
one.
You have to
We might have
probably
to blur
blur
that.
out there.
license
Yeah.
plate, but yeah, it's like this white
That's so funny.
looking car, fucking bumper just like unhinged.
Looks even more retarded.
And we're trying to fix it and like put it back on, but it's just not working. And eventually we realize that Chad just has to drive home without a bumper. So we fucking like unscrewed the license plate and took it off. And
They ripped it off the car.
Oh my god.
the entire front of it does just come off. The car now looks like it's from Borat or something like that, or Mr. Bean.
It's fucked up.
Oh my
And,
god.
And like I get in the car with Chad, just the two of us, and like, I'm holding the license plate like in front of me for the entire ride home, just like and, like playing the song. It's the catch-up song that hey, like blasting this and driving down the street, holding up his license plate with no front on the thing. It was very
No
funny.
way.
So dumb.
Poor Chad.
Poor Chad, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Yeah, took the front of it home in the van, I think, and then got to Ryan's, and Ryan makes an even bigger point of it by ramming this massive people moving van we have into the back of Chad's car, which is now
Oh my
It was like 3
God.
times.
I
He
don't have to break
actually,
it, but just have to nudge it, like
yeah,
just, like,
he
fucking with
hit
him.
it, but, like backed up, hit it again, and then he like put some pressure on the gas, and he actually ended up moving the car, like maybe like a good half a meter.
Yeah,
That was pretty funny.
It was funny.
It's pretty good.
but yeah.
We ended
I
up
mean, it was-
going.
Yeah.
What you're saying?
well, no, we ended up going where? We just chilled at home, didn't we?
Yeah, well, we went into Ryan's house, and Ryan has these 2 French bulldogs. He has Slime and Pepsi. Neither of them, at this current point in time, are desexed. Slime is coming up on a year old. They were waiting to get both of them done at the same time, so that one dog doesn't bother the other while the other's trying to recover, which I can understand.
Yeah.
But it's getting to a point where now the dogs are kind of like sexually maturing, and we walk in, Chad also has like a bulldog, a female bulldog. He's got a bitch, and so the scent was kind of on Chad of there being a female dog. And so, Chad's excited to see Slime, and he goes up to Slime, and he's petting Slime, and then all of a sudden, Slime's cock grows, and he just has this massive fucking undulating boner. And,
All the dogs red
yeah.
rocket.
everyone's
Yeah.
fucking looking at it. Everyone's laughing, going like, "Holy shit!"
I didn't grow up with dogs. I've never actually really seen a dog cock up close like that before. It's actually quite a sight. Like,
Did Slime get fucking snipped or some shit?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
that's what I'm saying is that
shit.
like he hasn't been D6'd yet, so this motherfucker is horny as hell, and
Yeah.
he's just
So-
on Chad, like paws up, like
Yeah. His cock is out. Everyone's going like, "Ew, gross, ew," and Chad's like, "No, Slime, bad." And then his cock goes away, and then we're chilling for like another 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Chad is sitting on the couch. Slime hops up onto the couch. And, Chad's like, "Oh, he's back. Like, yeah, doesn't have a boner anymore. Whatever. I'm going to start petting him." He starts petting him, and he's getting excited again. And he starts getting another fucking stiffy. And the thing is now, like, Slime is, like, really smelling Chad's dog on Chad. And so now he's getting a little bit more, like, active. And he starts humping the couch.
Sniffing.
And maybe 5 or 6 thrusts in. He fucking nuts all over the couch, dude. He ejaculates onto the couch. He squirts all over the fucking couch. And Chad fucking shoots up. I was right behind it. So I was like, okay, that's come. Ryan, your dog just came on the couch. Slime just fucking nutted on the couch. And he's like, what? I go, there's cum. There's fucking cum on the couch. And everyone's,
Oh my god.
everyone was like,
insane.
dude, one of our employees, Lauren, was there and she was horrified. She was like, her face was like, it was like disgust and shock and horror. And then she just started fucking laughing that Slime just fucking came on the couch.
What the
What
fuck?
the
So Ryan,
fuck, yeah.
Ryan had to go grab paper
Jesus.
towels, go back to the couch. He had to wipe up the sticky cum. And everyone avoided that spot for the rest of the night. But yeah, Slime is Ryan's little coomer, which is
Poor
which
little
is
guy
great.
did only
Coomer.
like 5 pumps, bro. Poor guy.
Dude, he
must
was.
have been a horny little dude. Damn.
Hey man, doesn't take much when you're just starting to hit puberty, I guess. But yeah, if anything's apparent now to Ryan, it's that he needs to get Slime's nut snipped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was basically the entirety of the story.
Even last night, it was Ryan's mother's birthday, so we just drove out to see them real quick. It was like way too late. We only stayed for a couple hours. But Ryan's parents have lots of dogs, some of which are female. The one I don't know which breed. It's like a small dog called Natalie that Slime always really likes to see. And as soon as Slime and Betsy went in the room, cock is straight out again. Just like fucking like you're like, you know, no coming took place yesterday, but
Good.
definitely hammered the point home that we need to get this fucking dog sorted out, or else it's going to be a recurring problem. There's going to be lots of nut to clean up in the future. So, it's
Fucking disgusting.
you know, as a straight man, you don't really see a lot of cocks coming in person. You know, like you don't. It's very rare to see that. So for me to see that from Slime was honestly stupendous. I will say, absolutely.
That's quite
fantastic.
impressive.
Marvelous.
I would like to thank him for the opportunity.
Well, Chad pointed at the nut stand. He said, "Oh, like he could have put that in a vial and sold it because that's like a purebred British, French bulldog." So maybe like milk Slime a couple times and
Ew.
make some money.
Aw.
Fucking gross.
Where's the Mia Malkova fleshlight when you get that again?
Dude, don't even suggest that. It's fucking disgusting.
All right. We need to move on from dog cum.
Yucky.
Yucky.
But it was very funny. It was very funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's not every day you see a dog nut on the couch.
I noticed how I
I've
lost all
never
my
seen a
viewers
dog
with
nut
that
in
story,
general.
but
Yeah,
obviously
neither
I
do
don't
I. She
fucking
was the
care.
first.
So
Remember that girl on
I don't
YouTube
care.
that used to had a YouTube
I think it
channel
was
dedicated
funny.
to teach me how to fuck their dog?
Wait, what? Please tell me.
What?
this is
It was like
sarcasm.
it was a really big thing. She fucked her
No.
dog
Leafy
on a
commented
YouTube
on it,
video.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
didn't
Leafy
do some
Leafy
shit
talked
on
about
fucking-
it.
Shane Dawson.
No, that was
No,
a
that was a
cat.
cat. Yeah, that was a cat.
That's my bad.
Similar thing though.
That's a joke for legal
Yeah, he
reasons.
fucked the
That's
cat.
a joke.
Joke. Just a joke.
But she made this video like of her dog being like really eager and trying to fuck her, and then she made an entire YouTube channel talking like about like ways to get your dog to fuck you. It was like so bad.
What was like the number one tip? Not that I care, but like, what was the number one?
I think it was stuff like peanut butter.
Yeah, that's the meme.
Yes,
Or is it-
coerce them with food. How fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's actually weird as fuck.
Isn't that shit
got banned
illegal?
from
Like,
YouTube,
can't they just
obviously.
like fucking report that bitch or some shit?
I mean,
Report their YouTube channel. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, you know, surely we should live in a society where if you want to make a YouTube video about how to get your dog to fuck you, you have a right to do that. Am I right, guys?
It was deemed educational, so it was left up.
Oh, bro.
right.
Free speech.
Free speech.
That's horrific.
Imagine just uploading straight up porn to YouTube and having it be like a tutorial video with like text and like
That's definitely a thing.
like,
They-
oh,
they
oh,
had a
commentary
thing.
video.
That's
soundscape.
100% a thing.
Just
Like
like
the-
dub over voice, just mute it and just dub your voice over it.
It's like
And then be
Microsoft
like, oh, it's for
Sam.
commentary.
It's like Microsoft Sam is just like in the background, like, as you can see, the penis goes fully erect.
Wait,
Yeah.
Joe,
Amazing,
isn't that
it's
the
ready to go.
is that
And
the
it's
cunt
just
that does
fucking
like the
porn.
Nat Geo shit?
Why? Like, are
It's
you talking
100%
about? Are
thing.
you talking about the what is his fucking name? How am I?
Who's the guy
David
that does all the Nat
Attenborough.
Geo and like Planet Earth and shit?
David
David
Attenborough.
Attenborough.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we have.
A man's erect penis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like genuine educational porn videos on Pornhub and things like that, which I guess is probably a good thing. Like, you know, it's probably better that
It's a
someone.
good thing if it's actually good education.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I think
The only
there are.
educational porn videos I've seen have been like teachers being like, "I'll give you an A if you suck my dick." Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that. That works.
It's,
You get-
it's
I've got
education
a couple of
porn.
A's.
The only thing I've learned from Pornhub is that I need to invest in a smaller washing machine. You know, like just a.
Smart.
Yeah, true.
It's harder to get out. No, but you know, it's like it is kind of interesting to think that I think that a lot of people in this generation learn about sex from porn, right? Like most of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously talking amongst their peers, but I don't know. Like how common is it for parents to be giving their kids the sex talk? I don't think it's.
I
Really?
didn't receive
I
it.
didn't get one.
I got one, but it was just very like scientific and like, here, son, look at these diagrams online. I was just like, what the fuck am I even looking at?
Just had to be like.
Dad, I want to go back and play baseball. What am I doing? We're looking
Hey,
at
dude, I
this.
was literally drinking a Capri Sun, and my dad's like, all right, time to look at some diagrams. And I
Now's
was
the
like,
perfect
okay.
time.
I was like, all right. And he explains it to me. I was like, we're already learning this in health class. He's like, really? They're teaching you they're teaching you this young? And I was like, yeah. What's the
Yeah,
deal?
like-
And he goes, yeah, but this is what it looks like. And I was like, yeah, I know. They showed us diagrams at school.
Dad, what are you doing? This is weird. I like it must be like, I guess, uncomfortable to bring up with your kids. I definitely remember being taught things in health class, but never it didn't feel like a very solid education, like what I got in school at least. I don't know about
Yeah.
States. I guess
We
it,
were shown a
Well,
full-on
I mean, come on, we're
animation.
from the States. Let's be real here.
We're showing a full-on animation. Matt, were you ever shown this full-on animation of like the cock getting like from flaccid to like fully erect? It was like a fucking
Not at
animation.
all,
It was
mate.
fucking like this massive dick across the screen on a fucking projector, dude. It went erect, and all the girls in the class went ah! Like that, dude. I was like, oh, fucking hell.
Traumatizing. What the
at
fuck?
what age? At what age? Was it, John?
This was like the 6th grade. So how old would I have
hell?
been in the 6th
No.
grade? I would have been like 12 or 13.
Yeah, I
that makes
remember.
sense.
I
That
remember
makes
going to the school library and seeing something in elementary school, primary school. I remember seeing like some kind of animated video for that. But I think that was more about like the social dynamic of like how sex can occur, I guess. And then it was like Tim's going to a party, and
If you want to get laid, you could do this.
notice how he's
It might
wearing
not be a little bit
cream to
dry,
increase his
wasn't it?
chances of getting some sweet pussy.
Did you guys have Harold the Giraffe?
yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
What's
yeah.
sex
Harold
ed did
the
you watch?
giraffe?
Where they have a giraffe?
Yeah.
The hell?
He was a bit of a G.
What's that?
It was a truck that would drive from school to school, and they would teach people about like their bodies and about drugs and all this stuff. But there was a giraffe called Harold that was a puppet that
Yeah.
was in the truck.
Right.
Oh my god! It was actually it was such a vibe in that truck. Like there were like stars
It
on the ceiling.
was,
And
dude, it
like, lights. It was
was.
really cool.
Air conditioned, like
Yeah, it was really. It smelled kind of nice.
Weird.
It was weird. Like all the kids would just come into the Carol's bus.
I'd hope not.
Would come out and be like, "Hey kids, don't do drugs, and you know, if you're gonna have
Don't-
sex, just make sure you're extra careful." And you know, or
and that
Yeah.
was it. It's like 20 seconds.
But like Harold
all
wasn't
the health topics. Yeah.
Harold wasn't there from the start. So like as a kid, you'd go in there and you'd know Harold was gonna show up eventually, but you didn't know when.
Just this
Yeah.
boring lady at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he lost
Show you the food
funding
pyramid.
recently.
Did you guys ever get the crazy condom lady?
Hmm?
No.
No.
No, that
Matt,
was
Matt, what
just
about you?
you.
You're American. Did you ever get a crazy condom lady come to your school?
What would she do? Not that
Okay.
I remember.
Well, for me, we had a school assembly, so all the kids had to go into the second gym auditorium thing that we had, and we all sat down in these fucking fold out metal chairs, and we looked straight ahead, and this crazy old woman. She looked like she was maybe in her 60s. Fucking frazzled hair, looked like a hippie, was wearing like a fucking.
Is this like Miss
was wearing like a
Frizzle,
hemp.
but like with
Dude, like
condoms?
Miss Frizzle, except like smoking crack. And
I
she,
swear, whenever
That's
they
a
bring
vibe. That's a
any
vibe. I wish you
speaker
came to
in-
my school.
Whenever they bring any speaker in to talk to elementary school kids, it's always just the last person you'd expect them to look like. They're
Yeah,
always
legit.
yeah.
drag the randomest person from the street.
This was in high school. So this lady comes in and she's like, "Hey kids, we're going to be learning about all the different kinds of condoms that you could be using for safe sex. Make sure we're
Wait,
practicing
what
safe
grade was
sex."
this again? What
This
grade
was
was
like
this
this
again?
was like a this
Well,
was
very
like
safe. You
10th,
can do
11th.
whatever.
It
Okay,
was
so
like
you're in high school. Okay.
Yeah, it was like 10, 11, 12.
Where's
Was the
elementary school?
grade. So we were like 16, 17. But yeah,
That's way too late, in my opinion, to be learning about
It is.
condoms.
It is.
Yeah.
But like she
What?
comes in and she's like, you could put a condom in your car and have it in the glove box, but you can only keep it in there for like 2 months. Any more, it's a bad thing. Only 1 month if it's in the summer, because the heat will fuck with the latex. She's like, I preferably don't like latex. I use sheepskin because I have an allergy to latex. And she's like using all these condoms. She's pulling out all these different condoms, and she's like, she has like bananas and like dildos that are just like phallic, like dowels. They're like wooden dowels. They didn't look like realistic cocks, but like she was like showing. She's like, so basically you take the condom and you put it over the tip of the penis like a little sombrero. You make sure that it's pointed up like a little sombrero, and then you roll it down all the way to the base, and then you're good. You got to make sure that you're not using.
Yes.
But then she started going into like experiences that she's had. She's like, I've been with a guy who always like got Magnum XL condoms because he wanted to show off, but they would always fall off, and then I'd always have to take birth control after. And everyone in the
so hard.
everyone in the auditorium is like looking at each other like, what the fuck?
This isn't the
lady
fucking
doing?
auditorium. This was like your classroom or some shit. The fuck?
No, it was an auditorium. It was like the
This is
fucking
like a
entire
full-on
class.
presentation.
It
What
was,
the
it was like a
fuck?
presentation. It was the entire the entire class, like the entire grade was sitting in this auditorium looking at this crazy lady at the front fucking put condoms on bananas.
That's
Uh,
far.
Shit, I wish I had a crazy condom lady at my school.
Yeah, dude, that's,
Oh my
that's
They
the
only taught
thing.
sex ed there.
I feel like
be
it would be
real.
more effective if instead of getting a crazy lady with straw hair to come and talk about these things, if they just got like Riley Reid, who's clearly just been through it, and like knows all
True.
about it.
Mia
Come in and be like,
Malkova.
hey kids, like, or Mia Malkova, our dear friend.
Safe sex
Uh,
is
They'd
sexy.
fucking pay attention then.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, they would.
Safe
They
sex
totally
is
would.
sexy.
Safe sex
Or
is
just some
sexy.
Bro,
Bro,
Chad,
that's like a
you know?
fucking that's like a retirement plan for fucking like ex porn stars right there, bro. I'm telling you now. Become like
Sex
sex ed
education.
teachers, and then the fucking kids will like pay attention and shit.
Yeah,
I just want
'cause, like,
some Chad to come in and be like, "What's up, bros?
What's up,
When
bros?
I'm fucking, I make sure to wrap
he
it."
like puts the chair down and he sits on it backwards. He's just like doing this on the edge
I
of the
get
wanna
one
chair.
have sex,
almost
Chad.
every weekend.
I got
Almost
totally
every-
stoked with Stace the other weekend at the family day. We're getting
So
fucked
get
up.
this, kids. Stace is coming up to me. She's like, "Hey, I want to suck your cock." I'm like, "Whoa, Stace, come on, dude. Let's wrap it first. Be safe about this, dude." Be way
safe.
better that way. Way better.
I don't
Why
want to
these
give you
people-
mouth aids, Stace.
Stace, you know I had chlamydia last month. Let's be safe about this.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we've had some fucked up presentations at our school. Did you guys ever get like drunk driving presentations or?
Oh, they always
Like-
scam
We
you.
had
From a
fucking,
drunk driver.
what was it?
It drives
Yeah,
them
I'm
to
a drunk.
school.
Yeah, he just drives to school. He's drunk as fuck. He
Straight into-
crashes through the front of the building.
Kids, if you drive drunk like me, then you're definitely gonna hit the principal on the way in, just like I did 20 minutes ago. All right?
The cops like,
And none of it would have happened if I just showed up sober today.
Did you ever have the what was it, Dare? Did you ever have that program at your school?
Yeah,
Swags?
yeah, we had there.
That's an American thing.
I remember.
That's some
I remember all the
bullshit,
drug
man.
kids that ended up doing drugs would always wear like the Dare T-shirts.
Yeah,
Ironically,
yeah, dude, all the druggos that smoked weed would buy the fucking shirts.
What does it stand for?
is
Dare?
it something
I forget.
against
I'm looking it up.
Dare to resist the fucking anti-drug thing? And really, it just fucking
Drugs
taught
are
kids
really
all the different
epic.
drugs there was.
I dare you to smoke crack.
an acronym.
Drug Abuse Resistance Education Program.
But it's been shown to be like completely useless. If
Yeah,
anything,
you
like
look up Dare on Google. Dare drug program. It's like Dare drug program. Dare drug resist drugs and violence. They have Dare drug program failure. So
Yeah. Well, it
you
began
know,
in the 80s.
1980s
Yeah.
with Ronald Reagan.
What's
Right around the era when the
do?
war of drugs started cracking down. Am I wrong? Like, was it
Yep.
part of that?
No, it was a huge
Yeah.
part of that. It was with all the fucking ads like, this is your brain. And there's some fucking lady with an egg. And she's like, this is your brain
Your
on
brain
drugs.
on
And then she
drugs.
fucking cracks into a frying pan and is fucking bubbling. It's like, no, you dumb bitch. She's not you fucking, that's an
Did you
egg.
see?
Eggs are delicious.
Did you
Egg.
see the one where it's like the girl sitting on the couch and she like looks like a deflated balloon? And it's like,
Yeah.
don't smoke weed. I'm like, bro, fucking hit me up with your guy. I want some shit that makes me feel like that.
There was
Fucking
like
looks
the
like a
one where
deflated balloon on the couch. I'm like,
there was-
yo,
there was the one ad where it's like some like young 80s kid with a baseball bat behind the back of his head, and he's like walking down the street. He like passes an alleyway, and there's just like this fucking huge guy with his hood up, and he's just like, hey, you want to buy some drugs from me?
Yeah.
You want to buy?
It was
And then
like Harold
he turns into a fucking lizard. He turns into like a demonic lizard guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he turns into like a fucking demon, and he's like, it's good for you. And then he sticks his fucking tongue out, and then like it's like, don't do drugs. It's just like what?
No,
I felt like I
that's
was on
not
drugs
good.
watching that fucking ad.
Oh my god.
All they
That's
did was
not
scare the
okay.
shit out of kids. All they did was be like, marijuana is bad and it'll ruin your life. And then as soon as people started smoking weed, they were like, that's all bullshit. So surely all the rest of their stuff
yeah,
is
it's like,
bullshit.
what else have they lied to me about?
Not only that, like,
but that's
The
the
psychedelic
problem.
revolution had like just like started happening, right? Like that was when people were
Nah,
really
that was
starting.
the 60s, 70s.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like in the grand scheme of things, that's just when like that revolution started happening, and
Yeah.
immediately now they're saying like, oh, this is bad for you. Like everyone who had experimented with those drugs in the 60s and 70s is going to be like, what? Like, no, like we were testing this for therapy. There were all these like amazing uses for these drugs. Like, what the hell is this thing? You know, what's going on? Slowed down so much progress with that. I don't know if it's because I took shrooms recently, but I've been seeing so many articles popping up lately, like psilocybin, you know, showing.
Oh yeah, I think
Go on,
one
the
state in the
election.
US
No,
just
I didn't
legalized
actually
it.
figure
Yeah,
that
the
out.
election.
They like
Yeah.
decriminal.
No, I didn't actually figure out how to get my files back. It's just it's been a while since I've attempted again, and they're probably been overwritten. If anything, if I could even try to piece it back together, I have lots of the stuff that I need to reconfigure it. But it's the thing is you should try talking to some of the people at BT. Like, who would I talk to though? Who knows anything about it? Is the problem is that I don't know who to contact, and I'm very indelved in with BTE. It's just I don't know who I would contact for something complex like that. That's just the thing. I don't know who to contact. Like I have I'm sure someone over there knows something. Probably. It's I'm sure someone knows how to do it. It's just I don't know who to contact for it. And it could be done, possibly, but I'm almost at the point I'm making peace with it. So eventually, I might find it. I don't know. Have no idea. My question is, why is this the mini map? Why is it all black except for the building? Is that because I what if I put this right here? If I say put another piece of Pods oil. It doesn't do anything. That's weird. I guess it doesn't detect Pods oil. Message one of the admins about the situation. They might be able to direct you. I'll check after the stream. I'm just gonna work on this for right now. For the stream sake. Get to the 2-hour marker and then work on that. I'll contact somebody and see if I can get someone possibly could get that. I don't know. It sucks to lose all you've done. I know, I worked really hard on it, and it's just not in my possession at the moment, and it makes me upset. I'm just trying to figure out other stuff that I can do for the time being, just to get my mind off of it. Like, working on the server, right? It's fun. Yeah, I love working on the server. I get to have people come and help me. That's the cool part about it. But if I do get the world back, I'm going to make schematics of everything, or I'm just going to give the world to Findomundo, who's an owner, or I'll give the Cyber Synth. We're all three of us are owners of the the Carolinas BTE server. So hopefully we can get that squared away and we can get schematics down and then have people put it in. But right now, as of now, I've gotten people to start helping. I'm trying to gather a team of people to help rebuild at least Cramerton within the next year. You see, it took me I'd say about 4 or 5 months of just straight progress of working every day to actually get Cramerton the way it was. Before it got nuked. So I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna check it out. That's a good idea. Probably do ask an admin. That might help. Thank you for that. For telling me that could be a possibility. That's one lead. Might help. We need to work on the roads. I think I'm gonna work on these roads right here, and probably add some trees. I don't know. Let's see. We got this area right here. You know, they're building a bridge. Last time I was here during August, right? And they were building a bridge, and it's not showing up over on maps. There's a long bridge that basically goes from here all the way fucking over here, dude. It is so freaking big. If you can tell, there is, yeah, it goes from, where is it? Yeah, it goes from like Bodie Island, somewhere over out here at Bodie Island, all the way to Road Anthony. It's this humongous bridge that they're working on. Probably won't be done till like, it looks like something that would be done in like 10 years. But they have like a whole bunch of progress on it though. It at least goes all the way about to right here, right into the wilderness area, about right here, way out here. It's amazing. It's a work of art for a bridge. It's a highway basically that they are building over to the sound. It's so cool. It almost fits there too. Just this tall, gigantic concrete structure. Looks awesome. But it's not finished yet, of course. But I remember when we took the Sonata, I went on this bridge right here. This bridge was freaking awesome. I basically drove like 129 miles an hour on this bridge. This bridge is super freaking long. Like, this is a harbor, for example. These boats are bigger than these cars. And then you look how fucking humongous this bridge is. This bridge is extremely long, and it's super tall. And I did it right after a rainstorm, over like a brief shower. This whole road is just one of the funnest roads just to drive on. It's a straight line. You can see the dunes as you go by them from about right here. You just drive along the dunes. There's like freaking tons and tons of like campgrounds and stuff. Anyways, like, what is this? Like, for example, I think you can drive on the beach at this beach. Can you drive on this beach? The easy beach access. They allow trucks and jeeps with a permit. Okay, so yeah, I've been looking at places to go on vacation, and then like for like a couple of days and do a video, like bring back the Zach and Doug show, and we were gonna go do a trip and camp at a campsite and then go drive on the beach for a few days and just drive on the beach for like a long way. and it was going to be awesome. We're going to take both of our cars. We just got new cars too, so I traded in my Tucson, my blue Tucson that you see, that probably a bunch of people have seen in my vlogs and stuff, like the how to get in a blue car vlog and whatnot. I haven't done a new video with my my Subaru yet, but I'm excited just to take it on the beach. I've been trying to take it off road recently. It's just awesome. It's just awesome off road. It's amazing. It goes over everything. It does more in my opinion than what a Jeep can do and the stuff that I want to do it with, because it can fit into tight spaces, yet it can go over tons of stuff. It's not just a grocery getting car. It literally is way more than that. And I plan on like putting like tons of modifications, as I said earlier. Actually, I will I might actually do that today. I might actually go ahead and I will make a video with my Subaru. Probably review it as like a 2 months of owning the Subaru Crosstrek 2019, and see how it's reviewed by my audience, because I think that's a cool video, because I actually really like my cars. I've always liked cars as a kid. They've always amazed me, and like stuff you can do with cars is just awesome. And that's, yeah, I basically want to build the Outer Banks because I actually really, realistically speaking, I would love to move out here one day, just to the beach. I just want to live at the beach. It's simple. Anyways, so yeah, we're just gonna probably work on the parking lot. So let's just find that house again. I need to find that house again. Where is it? So this is Salvo. Salvo. Wait, I missed it completely. This is Kitty Hawk. So if you go down, that's Nag's Head. What? Bodie Island. Okay, so it's right over here. Yeah, that's right. This is it? Yeah, this is it right here. Wait, where? The fuck? I've lost it. I've already lost it. Yeah, I don't look at this map enough. This specific area. Oh yeah, right here, right here. Okay, cool. So there are double lines of parking lines, so let's just add the double lines of parking lines. That's pretty simple to do. I only have like 20 minutes before I have to go to the gym. My mom's like screaming in my ear like, oh, go to the gym, when you go to the gym? It's like 20 minutes. Like I have like 20 minutes left on the stream, so I have to do something, obviously. So that's, did I just, okay, never mind. Okay, so how many parking lines are there? So there are 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. That's not a parking lot. 6. And it might bring it out a little bit. And then like this. Actually, that might do it like that. Okay, cool. That'll work. And then that. And then like that. And then double it. Am I missing a block? Oh no, that's just a space. That makes sense. That's the wrong way. Okay. That's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay, so we add. Do we have parking? We didn't make it 3 wide, so that makes it a little bit harder. Okay, parking lines. Awesome. And then there are parking lines over here. Let's add these blocks. We need the thing you don't want to run into kind of thing. Okay, how many are there? There's like 4, right? There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we need 4. So just bring it over another one. And then we need to add that soda machine right there, so just put like this, for example. Actually maybe a darker color because it's in the shade. So like this color, or yeah, this color would work. Let's see what else. Okay, we could add. Yeah, I don't think we can add anything to that to make that look better. But we could just do this. That might work. Kind of works. But it'll be glowing, which at night some soda machines do glow, and if you have shaders, then you know the certain shaders will make redstone glow. So that might actually look better. And then we just add. Of course, we add a button, and then maybe. Let's see. I think that's all we can do. And let's add the news box over there. What would we do for that? I think we would add this. Hi y'all. Yo, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? We're doing alright. I'm doing alright. We can add a pot. I think you can add a pot on top of that. That's actually really sucks. Dude, that sucks. Okay, so I think that's all we can really add to that, because I mean I can't really add small blocks. How about right here? I don't know. Probably add this. Nope. Stop. Okay, and then a block like this. We can add like a space. There we go. And I think that's all you can actually add for that one. What's that? Could use a gas can or something that look like a. Let me like this. This will work. No, it won't fit. Actually won't fit. Sucks. Oh, so I think what would I add? That says Maryland's Deli. I could add a sign. It says Maryland's Deli. It's a sign that says hermit crabs. A lot of places in this area of the world have just any place you go into that sells stuff, it usually sells hermit crabs. Like 95% of the time. It's kind of weird. Just a pet store everywhere. I don't know what that says. Do not know what that says. Can't tell. We also need to add the blue part to the sign. I'm thinking glass would work really good. And then like this over here. I think it's on the other side as well. It is. Oh, it looks nice. It looks really nice. We just need to add the parking lines. And then like probably add the blocks, concrete blocks. So there's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. Okay. We can only add 4, apparently. That's fine. Okay. This area, this building is finished. It's just that it's not like the area around it isn't completely finished. I really want to add these giant cranes because that would be pretty sick actually. Just add all these tons of cranes up in the air. That would actually be pretty sick. That actually look really good. You just see it in the distance. You know how far this away this is. It's actually really far away from the camera's perspective, but in real life it looks pretty close. Yet it's actually on the way over there in the distance near the shore. In Minecraft it actually looks really far away. It'll look really far away. Might not even show up with the correct render distance. You probably have to turn up to 32 just to get it to show up. But yeah, this is finished. This building. Go ahead and get ready to end the stream here because we have to. I have to go to the gym, and I would like to stream more, but I have to go to the gym. So, screenshot, there you go, there's a screenshot, and there we go. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to end the stream here and go to the gym. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. feed your dog, drive a car, eat a donut, and wish your brother a Merry Christmas. If you don't have a brother, wish your fish a Merry Christmas. Anyways, thank you for watching.